I feel like I got judged a lot. From, oh, she wants all the guys to, oh, what you're wearing is not nice. So many things. And, for me, it's just most of the time I didn't even know what was happening.
Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Bbnaija Williams. How are you all doing? Hope you guys are good. Hope you guys are fine. If you're new to this channel, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Okay guys, it was all good vibes tonight. I mean, these guys did not in any way try to dampen my spirits because Bbnaija was already in high spirits. You already know why. We're going to be having a new season, and yeah, the reunion tonight, the finale. It was fun. It was fun for me. But I am angry. I am angry, people of God. I am angry with multi-choice. All those episodes they did not show us. I mean, there was a buzz between V and Ka3na. There was a buzz. There was this buzz between Ka3na, and Watoni. They were like, oh, Ka3na, you're not the boss lady. If you are the boss lady, I mean, act it, don't just come and say it when she's cooking. She's like, oh, boss lady this, boss lady that, and everything. What? Even Ka3na went on to say she doesn't have any diamonds. Okay, on a very serious note, yeah, judging from the way Ka3na acted all through this reunion, I think Ka3na really needs to how do I put it now? I think she just needs to be calmer, listen more to understand. I mean, V was only trying to like explain what Kid Wire was saying because Kid Wire was explaining, Ka3na's behavior, and Ka3na said, oh, you mean I'm naive? And V was like, no, he just means there's no time to be naive in Big Brother's house. And before you know it, the girl was already on V's matter. I'm like, she really needs to calm down. Seriously, she really needs to calm down. And oh Lord, there was also another bus between Prince and Neo. I think about the time that Neo used 100 Bbnaija or something to buy stuff for his girlfriend and then come into the kitchen to ask for food. I am looking forward to those clips. Like, I think it might be released on Showmax, but I'll try. Trust your girl. I will try and get my hands on it because that one cannot lose. And oh, the fashion gay was peng. Anyways, I think the highlight for me tonight was seeing my two crushes laughing together. Yeah, Ozo and Prince. Yes, guys, that was a highlight for me. Like, every other thing was just Jara. Like, seeing both of them, I mean, two Leos, whispering, laughing, that was it. That was it for me. Okay, let's get into the show because you'll be like, isn't it, you have talked too much. Let's start. Okay, so the show started tonight with the guys looking all peng. And Ebuka was like, okay, when you walked into the house, what were your expectations? I mean, seeing the other guys, what did you think, And before that question was asked, Ebuka asked them about, why so many relationships? And most of them were like, you know what, everybody, okay, it was Praise that actually said everybody needed a go-to person and all that. And Tochi really made me laugh. He was like, Ebuka, the AC. I mean, he suffered that even in that his room of love, he was hearing ta 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 ta. I'm like, Tochi, what is ta 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 ta? Ebuka really emphasized on that, what is that ta 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 sound? Tochi, you have to come and explain to us. Anyways, back to the question of, what they thought. Neo was like, when he entered house, he saw people. He used to have dreads and he cut it and he now entered and saw Praise with dreads. He saw Kid Wire with tats. I think it was Tochi that said that. Then he saw like Prince with the way he carried himself. He saw like he revealed his weaknesses to him. His legs were shaking. Praise said something like, no, it was actually Tochi that also said something like that. He saw Kid Wire's chest, saw Praise, and he was like, him himself, he already, like, he doesn't even have any, full chest. He actually has flat chest. Like, but wait, I don't even know what to do with myself in this house. Anyways, Bright O was asked, they asked them, who did you think about the guys was going to win? And Brighto said, apart from himself, he actually thought Prince was going to win because of the way he carried himself and all that. Tricky on his own end said he thought Prince, Ozo, and maybe Eric, would end up being the winner. But after the first week, he said, Eric has been removed from the list. This one is not a serious somebody. He is not, he's not supposed to be on the list. So yeah. And Lekon on his own said, to be sincere, because Ebuka was like, okay, let's go back to the person that won. I said he didn't even expect that he would last like more than 2 weeks in that house. All that was in his mind was basically do his music and get out. Like basically do his music, promote his music and get out. He never really expected to win until the time Ebuka called him as the winner. Yes, guys. Now, it was now the ladies' turn. Whenever it comes to women, their wahala, otipoch. Forgive my crazy Yoruba. Their wahala is too much. Now, the same question about relationships and everything. And V said, the AC, it played a major role to the relationships because there was a lot of cuddling the first day. I mean, that it was that first week or the first day that she ended up spending the night on Neil's bed. I mean, what a stroke of luck. Yes, spending the night on Neil's bed and everything like that. And, the question was also asked, the same questions they asked the guys. What was your impression? Tolani Badge, it was Tolani Badge's turn to talk about, her or the impression going into the house seeing different women. She said, she had guys as friends, but when she came in, she clicked with some people, Brighto being one of them and everything like that. On Nengi, Ebuka asked, okay, you are one person that played a lot with the guys. In fact, most of the times you were with the guys more than the girls. Was it more like an experience you had before going into the house? And Nengi said, the truth is, she came in with an open mind. Basically, she left whatever experience she had outside the house, outside. She came in with an open mind. But the ladies judge her a lot, the guys are more cool, they don't judge you. And trust me, I had that experience too. Anyways, she said the guys don't judge, and everything, that guys are cool, less drama and everything. And V actually agrees. In fact, all of them agrees that the guys were more cooler than the girls. Like, the guys were doing everything, But Dora was like, you know what? The guys are cool only with the head of house position, because they don't cook, they don't clean. They don't cook, they don't clean. They don't do anything like that. That only one person was good at turning semo. Like, that was what this person was good at, only turning semo. Then Ka3na, because Ebuka was like, is there any other thing you want to air? Free your mind. It's a free world. It's a finale. And Ka3na raised her hand. I was like, okay, Ebuka, I just need to put it out there to Nengi. I don't hate you. Yes, she said some things, about her behind her back. It was not really her intention, it was not like a hate thing. She just felt like Nengi was flirting with the guys and she just wanted her to correct that impression. And she said before she left, she had discussions with either Prince and Lucy, and they were planning to come meet Nengi and have that conversation. It's not as if she said things that she wouldn't say to Nengi in her face. It was basically for her the way Nengi was flirting. And Nengi was like, she was surprised because she and Ka3na never really got a chance to, know each other and everything. That if you ask her off the top of her head about Ka3na, she doesn't know Ka3na, and she was surprised, get that kind of behavior from her, that Ka3na judged her a lot and everything like that. And right now, they are good. They actually apologized. Ka3na apologized to Nengi and they are good. They said they are good. Now, Doris also said she had something to say. She talked about housemates and fans. She said housemates should not let the fans get to them. Don't let the fans, get into your head. That maybe the fans might be doing something else, but that is not the person's, intention towards them and all that. She said at the end of the day, she loves everyone and she's sorry if she's made any remark during the show and during the reunion against that person, that she's open for friendships and they should please invite her to their house to come and eat. I mean, that is the important thing. Invite me to come and eat. Okay, guys, that was it. And of course, they talked about, will I call it the curse of being a Big Brother Naija ex-housemate, the curse of being popular, how people thought about them and everything. So they talked about how they handled the pressure outside the house, and for one person I actually will pick what he said was Tochi. Tochi said initially when he came out, it was kind of hard for him because he was never a photo shoot kind of guy and everything. A lot of people wanted him to do photo shoots, but later on he just said, you know what, guy, what actually makes you happy? Building, going on site. I mean, telling somebody, one bricklayer, drop this cement here, do this brick like this and everything. And he said he went back and he realized that when he went back, that was when, people started meeting him. I'm like, initially some people were like, oh, you went to Big Brother, why are you doing here? But he didn't really care. And that was when people started meeting him, handing their houses over to him for him to build. And that is it. And I feel he makes a lot of points. And I take what Tochi said. Then they were asked, was the reunion worth it for you? And Watoni was like, yeah, the reunion was worth it because she was able to clear the impression and the misconceptions about her, about the stereotype of men and everything. But did she really do that, or did she compound out? I'll leave that to you guys to answer. Lucy also talked about the reunion. She said for her, she never really had any issues. Whatever issues she had with people, she has already taken care of it, and she thought that other people did the same. But when she now came and she was not hearing there were layers and layers and layers to this thing, she was like, oh my goodness. So these people have not being able to settle their issues. I mean, they ended up, not fighting, and everybody was like, Lucy, Jackie, Chad, Wiz. She was like, okay, that actually happened at the moment. She didn't really have issues with Kaisha before now. It just happened there. And after then, she's over with it. And she really had to get things out of her mind at that point. Another person that said something that really, I will applaud is Eric. Eric said, you know what, when they were asked about the pressure, seeing your fellow housemate doing better than you, he said he doesn't feel that pressure because he knows where he was, many things about him that a lot of people don't know, and knowing where he is now is 400% better. So he doesn't really, when somebody is winning, he doesn't feel bad. He congratulates them, and all the housemates actually agrees. Eric is such a sweet person. Seriously, he's one housemate that doesn't really have drama. Seriously. And I applaud him for that. Then Lekon was asked about, the pressure. Ebuka addressed the whole pressure of a lot of people in the entertainment industry looking down on Bbnaija housemates, feeling that, oh, it's about luck and everything. And Lekon talked about his own, because I will talk about Lekon's own because he ended up winning the show. Now, Lekon talked about the fact that his pressure was not just, the fact that he was an ex-housemate. The fact that, okay, he's an ex-housemate, he's famous, he won, there's that pressure. And then moving into the music industry, I think I've talked about this one time in one of my videos, how people feel like, oh, does he deserve it? There are other people that have worked so hard for years to get there, and this one just comes and, there's this thing that he's just going to be a flash in the pan and everything, and he talked about it. Lilo also talked about hers, because, I mean, she's one of the first people to leave the show. A lot of people are like, oh, you had the opportunity, you were kicked out and everything, and Lilo was like, there's no pressure, for her on that. She just capitalized on the fame, and she, bettered herself, on that. And Kid was like, it's not luck. It's really not luck. I mean, he talked about how he got into the show. He just got his first house in the UK. He just bought his house in the UK. British Airlines, cancelled his flights like 2 times. And he was just like, okay, when time and opportunity meets, if you like, you call it luck. Whichever way you want, deal with it. All in all, it was a beautiful show. And then Ebuka ended his remarks. He said, you know what, this particular set of housemates, the set of housemates he will actually miss, and we will miss them. We will miss them until we meet the new ones. Anyways, that was about it. They had their toast. Once again, Big Brother did not say anything. I mean, the last time Big Brother said something during the reunion or at the end of the reunion was Double Wahala, where he talked about Alex. I was expecting him to say something. But anyways, Big Brother is, taking care of his voice for the new season. What do you guys think about the reunion so far? We are going to be counting down on the most epic moments this reunion in my video tomorrow. But for now, that's it for me, guys. Thank you so very much for being part of my channel. If you've not already subscribed, kindly click on the subscription button, click on the notification bell to let you know whenever I post any new video. Till I come your way again, I remain your darling girl, Azine Williams. Have yourself a beautiful day ahead. Bye, guys.